These the cameras used at Watergate?
I guess. Let's see, I'm 55, so probably probably older than that one. That one is.
This is what spying on old Dick through the curtain.
Yeah.
What you getting on these cameras?
$5
See, this is where me and you draw the line on here. I like things super cheap.
I know you do. How about?
What's going on, beautiful people of YouTube? It's Renebean. Welcome to another live episode, and I'll say it like I always do. If you haven't checked out the Discord server, it's highly recommended. It's crazy how many people we got there. It's nice being able to pull up the phone and just seeing all the finds that everybody gets. It's a great place to post at. Plus, we allow buy, sell, and trade, and if you ever wanted to reach out to me directly, it's a great place to do it. So I'll leave a link to it in the description, as well as a pinned comment. But without further ado, let's shekel up. What you getting on these games right here, partner?
$1.
$1? That's almost fair now. So here I'm digging through a box of games that I thought was picked through, but obviously not. I'm finding some good stuff. I've got a couple Warcraft games I can bundle together, and a lot of people are always scared to pick up PC games. A lot of times they're not worth a lot at all, but sometimes you get lucky. I'm always thinking I'm leaving something behind, which has happened. Nobody's perfect, but I get these cheap, and they got the keys with them, so I'm happy. Oh, some of the games?
Yeah.
That's what I like looking for, like old Nintendo and Sega,
really?
Game Boy, things like that.
I mean, how much can you? I'm gonna sell them to you for $1, but how much can you resell them for? A couple of bucks.
Depends on the game more than anything. I do both.
Crap. How much whiskey you get? $3 or $4 for those or something?
Maybe. Maybe, honestly, I don't know about those.
Yeah. How much you give me for the whole box?
Well, that's the problem. I don't need this whole box.
Oh, okay.
There's too many in here I don't need.
Yeah.
I collect them and sell them.
Yeah.
Now I know there's probably people out there like, man, you done told this guy that you sell games or you sell stuff that you buy. Yeah, I mean, honesty never hurt anybody, and you're actually going to find at this yard sale, me and him joke back and forth, and it helps me get deals in the end. Oh, this is really awesome. Picking up the Unholy War for the PlayStation 1. I get to add that to the collection. That's one I was actually looking for quite some time. So for $1, hallelujah.
It's all that.
No, I'm not telling you guys when you go to yard sales, the first thing you should say is, you know, anything that I buy here, I'm going to resell, or there's very few things that I keep. No, what I'm saying is, if someone asks you, which I get asked all the time, I never lie about it. People can see right through the tones of people's voices, the expressions that they make. And you could find that you're not getting the deal that you wanted to just because they can see that in you. They don't want to deal with someone who's dishonest. Check this out. The Lord of the Rings, The Battle for Middle-earth. That was an excellent pickup for $1 right there. And I'm telling you guys, it's the weirdest thing. I have been to yard sales where someone knows that I resell, and they may also know that I collect, but they're leaning towards giving me that deal just for the fact that they know that I'm going to resell. They know that, I'm wanting to make money off this just like they are. And if they see me, eyeballing something hard, I may not get that deal that I want.
Hey, man, how you doing? Still gathering wood?
But again, don't advertise it unless asked. All I'm saying is be honest with people, and you would be surprised on how far that could get you. People look right through dishonesty when it comes to yard sales. Huh. Hell, wow, you don't see that too often.
No. All of those too, they're all like new.
Well,
I got a VH player over there too. If you need one, it works.
well, let me check it out.
Okay.
VHS can be one of the slowest selling items that you ever pick up. Sometimes you get really lucky if you find some, crazy obscure horror that no one's ever heard of, like The Cult Ate My Sister at the Fraternity Party, something like that. They can do really well, but all these were sealed, and I got them for, I don't know, maybe like $3 total. It's a risk I can take. I could probably auction these off as a bundle and maybe go from there. How much you want for all the Star Treks?
$1 a piece.
$1's too high now. This is America. That dollar went down. That dollar went down over time.
No, man, $1. I'm giving you $1 on those, $1 on that. That's a good deal. You know that. And I got that little player over there. I'll sell it to you so you can play.
don't know.
Man, you can resell those.
That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know. VHSs are a tough gamble now.
You got the VHA player right over there. It plays DVD and.
Oh, you got a combo over there?
Yeah, I got a combo over there.
What you asking on that thing?
What we got on it there?
3, but then again, that's just too high of a number. Always be on the lookout for DVD VHS combos if you can get them cheap enough. They're a pain to ship, but they usually sell pretty well. All right, I'm gonna throw this number at you. It's gonna blow your mind.
Okay.
I'm gonna put these there. I got 5 of these disc-based games over here. Now I done talked to you about that American dollar going down in value.
I got 6 of those. How much you got of those?
These are five games.
Okay. 11.
I'm thinking an easy $10 bill here.
How much you got? What do you got?
6. Like 15, 16 something worth.
Why don't you give me 12 bucks?
12.
$12.
I might have to find something else to throw in on top of it now.
12 bucks is great.
Man, I'm a tough haggler now.
You got the oh man, I can't bust a 20.
I may have you.
You got just $1.
Ooh, I don't know if I can bust it that quick.
Yeah, you can bust. I'll see you the money in that pocket.
Man, let's see. Now I charge interest now.
Money, marbles, and chalk.
Man, the 20, that's a $2. That's a $2 interest charge right there for me. I give you 18 back. You got it, partner. Now look at that. I done got you a sale right there too. Now we're already down to 11.
Let's see. Come on, man. You can do me better than that. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You'll always see me have fun at yard sales, and like I always tell people, if you can't have fun, you shouldn't be going to them. Don't take this too seriously. It's about getting out there and enjoying life. You counted. I thought it was 16. Now you done got me at 14. Holy smokes!
12, man. You got a good deal on that.
12. These the cameras used at Watergate.
I guess. Let's see. I'm 55, so probably probably older than that one. That one is.
This is what spying on old Dick through the curtain.
Yeah.
What you getting on these cameras?
$5.
See, this is where me and you draw the line on here. I like things super cheap.
I know you do. How about? About 20. How about $20? How about $20 and you take it off?
Man,
That's a good deal. You can probably sell that for that. I know you got to make some money.
about 17. I'm gonna tote all this down. I'm not even gonna ask you to help me.
20 bucks.
I done broke that $20 bill for you. That was my only change I had for the day.
I'm giving you a good.
Nah, you're doing a good deal, man. So that was it for him. No more wiggle room on his haggle. $20 for all that. I got the VHS DVD combo, all 6 sealed VHS Star Trek collection, as well as all the games and these 2 cameras. $20, not bad at all. Cameras for me are always somewhat of a gamble. I don't know that much about them. I know when to pick them up when they're cheap. If I'm looking for antique vintage style cameras, this was a decent enough deal for me. And this guy was very fun to talk to. Definitely had fun at this stop. Yeah, take a box or just maybe put something a little closer to the road so they can see it. So this yard sale right here is one that I actually almost missed. That's why you can hear me kind of giving her advice. But anytime people ask, when I get to a yard sale, hey, did you find it okay? Or how did you see us? I always tell them, how I did, whether it was through the app or through signs. And she said, did you find it okay? And I said, well, no, because we almost drove past. You need to put something out in front of the road. Looking at this footage, oh my God, I don't know why I didn't pick up this Boxcar Children set. There was that full set there as well as all in the box. But at least I got to pick up Spider-Man 3 for my Wii collection for $1, so I was happy about that. How much y'all asking on the one game here?
I don't know. What do you think? What do you see out there? What do you see they go for?
I bought $1.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. I done gave you some intel on yard sales now.
You did.
This should be given to me. I'm just kidding.
And then, like, that's not I could understand, but then I went to school with some people from Madison County, couldn't understand me yet. Now, people say, I can't understand you.
It's worse if I'm around someone who's really southern. My accent gets even thicker. I can't help it. It's what it is.
It's how you fit in.
Oh yeah.
Better if you
And that honestly is 100% the case. I had one comment on one of these videos. It was the funniest thing. It said, "My accent gets thicker the better the deals get." And I thought that was one of the most hilarious things I've seen. But it does happen. You know, as some of you know, I'm from South Carolina. There we generally have a thick Southern accent, and sometimes I can't help that. But luckily, there's some people that still can begrudgingly watch this and listen to my chicken scratch coming out of my mouth. But anyways, at this yard sale here, this was a pretty good buy. This guy I've bought from a handful of times. He's a reseller, but he resells things at such a great price. Even looking at all those Hot Wheels over there, 2 for $1. I don't know if I should have went back and bought the whole box. I probably could have gave him 10 or 15 bucks for it. Probably would have been worth it. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think on that one. You keep trying to sell me, and I appreciate it too, honestly, because you keep throwing good deals at me. I'd imagine we're gonna come up with a bill and it's gonna be sliced even harder. Now, in that tub to the right, obviously, I'm picking out some good stuff in there. You know, a lot of these I can flip fairly easily. But when it comes to Hot Wheels, that's where my knowledge is very basic. You know, I'm much like a lot of people out hunting at yard sales. They know to look for red line Hot Wheels. But when it comes to a lot of modern new stuff, I couldn't tell you the slightest thing about them, honestly. It's more of I could be that dickhead at a yard sale scanning all these, but obviously I'm not going to. I'm not going to show disrespect like that. So if I bought them, it would have been on a whim. I could always go back tomorrow and pick them up. They had it 2 for $1. That's what I picked up all the ones in that right bin for. Those seemed a little bit more special, and I was dead on with that one. Always trust your gut instincts. That's how it was with me when I just picked those up. They felt special to me for that price. It wasn't worth it's definitely worth the risk. There was no risk really involved. But for this big tub right here, hopefully there's some Hot Wheels heads watching this video and they're like, man, you should have picked all that up. It would definitely been worth it, but it's not worth it to me if I gotta pick all these up and end up selling them all for $2, plus shipping on eBay. That's pointless. Reselling is a lot more learning than it is selling for the most part. Nobody knows everything. I see a lot of comments saying, this goes for this goes for that, you missed this. I encourage comments like that because all you're doing is teaching me and you're teaching whoever else is in the comment section. So definitely do it. Well, now I got to see what kind of deal I'm getting them before I get a bag now. All right, let's strike a chord here. Said 2 on this. These are 2 for $1, and that's $1. How about
$5?
That's what I was thinking. See, now she's all right. Now I will take that bag, if I may have one, please. Now here is a flea market that you'll never see me go to often, and maybe I've been in it in 1 or 2 other videos, but it's just so far out. But this has to be my favorite pickup right here, just because I love seeing stuff like this. And a box of games that's clearly picked through, right smack dab in the middle almost, is Champions Return to Arms in very nice condition. And to top it all off, it was $1. And this person sells here every week. They are a reseller. They always have a nice booth. They have everything set up, very, very professionally, as, the clear indication would state. But to have that game, and then right above that, to have 2 TI-83 Plus calculators, and she wanted $5 a piece for them, what a deal, man. Calculators?
Another 5 each.
5 each? We went from $1 to 5?
Hey,
That's not terrible.
$100 calculators. I remember. All of my kids had to have one for high school.
Did you do 2 for $7 on them?
Yes.
Awesome. And I'll pay you $1, so $8 for the game.
Okay.
But that's it, guys. That is all I got for this episode. It wasn't the craziest week. A lot of sales just really weren't hitting today. I went to plenty of them, but sometimes this is how it goes in the world of yard sales, garage sales, and flea markets. Sometimes you get lucky and have an amazing week. Other times you just have a decent week. For me, this was a decent week. Anytime I can find anything that I can add to my collection or help keep the lights on, I'm happy about it. But as always, everybody out there in this wonderful world, take care and enjoy the rest of your day.